Hello friends, welcome to Fairs Cloud Learn to Lead. Good morning to all the students. As you know, we already started the July month topic wise current affairs and we already discussed so many topics. And today topic of discussion is science and technology related current affairs. So this is the important section, and especially for the state PSC, science and technology section is very important. So watch this video till last. But first of all, you have to download our application Careers Cloud from the Google Play Store. After that, log in with your email ID. Then click on this Crack Current Affairs section to subscribe our current affairs for 1 year as well as for 2 years. Both the subscription prices are very much low. But the most important thing, what we are covering under this 1 year and the 2 year subscription, we are providing you daily section. In the daily section, you will receive 3 things. One is the detailed current affair. Second is the question and answer format of current affairs, but both will be provided in the form of PDF or in the form of ebook. And third is the quiz section, and this can be attempted only on our application on daily basis. Next is the weekly section. Again, we are providing 3 things. One is the detailed current affairs, second is the question and answer format, but both things will be provided in the PDF format, and third is the quiz section, which you can attempt on our application on weekly basis. Next is the monthly section, and in the monthly section we are providing you 4 type of PDFs. One is the detailed current affair PDF, which is known as study PDF. Next, all the detailed current affairs will be converted in the form of question and answer. That's why it is known as question and answer PDF, so that you can revise all the current affairs in the question and answer format. Next is the best 100 current affairs will be provided. That is also provided in the form of question and answer. And last is the pocket PDF. It means 1-liner, 2-liner, or the 3-liners current affair will be provided to you, so that you can revise these current affairs very quickly before your exam. Next is topic wise current affair. This is very important section because we are providing 20 most important topic wise PDF. If you want to revise 1 or 2 particular topics, then you can use this topic wise PDF. If you are a banking student, then we are providing 3 things. One is detail, second is question and answer format of current affairs, but only related to banking and economy, and third is the quiz section. It is also only related to banking and economy, and you can attempt this quiz section only on our application on monthly basis. Next is exam PDF. If you want to cover all the current affairs before your exam of particular year, then you can use this exam PDF. Next is special current affair section. In the special current affair, we are providing you budget and economic survey. 2 things we are providing. One is detail, budget and economic survey. Second is question and answer format of budget and economic survey. It means you can recall that examiner can make these type of questions from budget and economic survey. If you are preparing for your respective state exam, then we are also providing state current affairs, and we are covering every state and union territory. So all these things comes under only one subscription. First of all, you have to just download our application Careers Cloud, then click on this Crack Current Affairs section, and you can subscribe for 1 year as well as for 2 years. And if you want 10% extra discount, then you can use this code ASH10. If you have any query, then you can email us on this email ID, or you can call us on this number. So let's start science and technology related current affairs of the July month of 2022, and here is the first question. Abhyas is a high-speed expendable aerial target, which is also known as HEAT, that was recently flight tested from the Integrated Test Range Chandipur of the coast of Odisha by which organization? In simple words, you have to remember Abhyas, which is a high-speed expendable aerial target, is tested by Defense Research and Development Organization. So answer of this question is 3, DRDO. And you can also see here, this is Abhyas, and Abhyas is a high speed expendable aerial target, and the test demonstrated its performance at low altitude including sustainable level, and it is designed as well as developed by the Bengaluru based Aeronautical Development Establishment, which is also known as ADE, of Defense Research and Development Organization. And it has radar cross section, RCS, visual and IR, it means the infrared augmentation system required for the weapon practice, and it is also tested for surface to air missile system. And remember about Abhyas, Abhyas word derived from Sanskrit, and the meaning of Abhyas is for practice or preparatory exercise. So just remember, Abhyas stands for practice. Moving to next question. In June 2022, ISRO successfully launched the PSLV or Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle C-53 rocket by carrying dash Singaporean satellites from Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. This is important. Remember, these 3 satellites belongs to Singapore, and this is Indian Space Research Organization, and answer of this question is 3. 3 is the answer. So the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, India's national space agency, successfully launched Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle PSLV C-53 carrying three Singaporean satellites. One is DSEO, second is New SAR, third one is the Scoob-1, but you don't have to remember the name of satellites. And these satellites carried into an intended orbit and an altitude of 570 kilometer measured from the equator with a low inclination of 10 degree. So remember, PSLV 53 or C-53 is the second dedicated commercial mission of the New Space India Limited or NSIL, the commercial branch of the Department of Space ISRO, and it's also launched from the Satish Dhawan Space Center, second launch pad spaceport in the Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. And remember these three Singaporean satellites, one named as DSEO, it is a 365 kg satellite, and New SAR, this is a 155 kg satellite. Both belong to the Singapore and were built by the Starek initiative of the Republic of Korea. And third satellite named as Scoob-1, it is a 2.8 kilogram satellite and it is specially designed at very low weight by the Singapore organization. So just remember, three Singapore satellites was launched by ISRO from the Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh, and it is launched through PSLV C-53. Moving to next question. Which organization recently conducted the maiden flight of the autonomous flying wing technology demonstrator from Chitradurg, Karnataka? This is static question. Just remember the question as same as in slide. This is again DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization. So Defense Research and Development Organization successfully carried out the maiden flight of the autonomous flying wing technology demonstrator, and it is tested from the aeronautical test range of the Chitradurg, which is situated in Karnataka. And it has been designed and developed by the Aeronautical Development Establishment, which is situated in Bengaluru, one of the research laboratories of the DRDO. Now moving to next question. Name the portal that was recently launched by the Central Board of Secondary Education to align all the board exam activities. This is important, and answer of this question is Pariksha Sangam. So answer of this question is second. So the Central Board of Secondary Education CBSE launched a digital portal named as Pariksha Sangam to streamline all the CBSE board exams and the results related activity for class 10th as well as for class 12th. And it is a one-stop portal for all CBSE board exam activities. You can also see here, this is Pariksha Sangam portal. It is for all CBSE board exam activities. And under this portal, information like CBSE circular, latest CBSE news, reference material, sample paper, model papers, question bank, school results, etc. will be provided to the school students, regional offices as well as the head offices. And the portal has three sections. One is school, you can see here, this is the school section. Next is the regional office section, this is known as Yamuna. School section is known as Ganga, and head office section is known as Saraswati. So remember, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. Saraswati is the head office, regional office is known as Yamuna, and school is known as Ganga. Moving to next question. In July 2022, Virgin Orbit's fully mobile Launcher 1 system carried 7 US defense satellites from Dash at California, United States of America. Static question, just remember the question as same as in slide. This is Boeing 747. Answer of this question is 3. So this is Virgin Orbit's fully mobile Launcher 1 system who conducted its first ever evening flight, a modified Boeing 747, and it is called Cosmic Girl. Cosmic Girl at the Mojave Air and the Spaceport, which is situated in California, and this carried 7 US Defense Department satellites. This number is important. And these 7 satellites deployed by the State-Up launch are from multiple government agencies and will facilitate experiments intended to demonstrate innovative spacecraft technologies, new approaches for the satellite application, and Earth atmospheric science. And this launch was named as Straight Up, inspired by American singer Paula Abdul's debut studio album, which is known as Forever Your Girl, which was released through Virgin Records in 1988. So this is known as Straight Up mission. Moving to next question. Name the country that recently launched a solid fueled rocket named as Zul-Zana into the space. So just remember the name. The main keyword here is Zul-Zana. And answer of this question is Iran. Answer of this question is second. So the Iran launched its second solid fueled rocket named as Zulzana with a satellite carrier into the space by the Ministry of Defense and Armed Forces and Logistics. And the Zulzana is a three-stage satellite launcher using a combination of solid and liquid fuels. And it is a solid fuel 25.5-meter long rocket which carries a satellite of 220 kg into the space. And the rocket weighs 52 tons and can reach an orbit of 500 km above the surface. And it will gather data in the low Earth orbit as well as the promote Iran space industry. And the rocket's name Zulzana comes from the name of the horse of Imam Hussein, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad. So I am repeating again, the rocket's name Zulzana comes from the name of the horse of Imam Hussein. Imam Hussein was the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad. So move into next question. Name the Indian Naval Air Squadron INAS 324, which is the first naval squadron on the eastern seaboard that was recently commissioned by the Indian Navy in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. So in simple words, what will be the name of Indian Naval Air Squadron 324? And the name will be Kestrel. So answer of this question is 1. So Indian Naval Air Squadron INAS 324 named as Kestrel, which is the first naval squadron on the eastern seaboard operating the indigenously designed and built advanced light helicopter Dhruv Mk3. Remember Dhruv Mk3. And these helicopters was commissioned into the Indian Navy in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh to boost its maritime surveillance. So remember this INS 324 is commanded by SS Dash, which is experienced ALH qualified flying instructor with extensive operational experience. So this is SS Dash. And the name Kestrel is very important because the name Kestrel is inspired by bird species that has good sensory capabilities, and its internal meaning stands for searching over the vast blue waters and wide sea waves, which signifies the role of maritime reconnaissance and search and rescue role of the squadron. And ALH Mk3 helicopters are developed and manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Moving to next question. In which institute India's first autonomous navigation facility, which is known as Tehan, was launched by Jitendra Singh, the Union Minister of State for Science and Technology? And this institute is IIT Hyderabad. So answer of this question is 3. So Union Minister of State, Independent Charge of Science and Technology, Jitendra Singh ji, launched India's first autonomous navigation facility, which is known as Tehan. And what is the meaning of Tehan? Tehan stands for Technology Innovation Hub of Autonomous Navigation. And it is for aerial and the terrestrial navigation with a budget layout of 130 crores at the Indian Institute of Technology Hyderabad campus. So you can see here, this is Tehan, IIT Hyderabad. And Tehan is like a national mission on interdisciplinary cyber physical system, which is known as NMICPS. Tehan is like a multidisciplinary initiative of IIT Hyderabad. So Tehan is developing and deploying a real-time CPS system by utilizing autonomous unmanned aerial vehicles and ground or surface vehicles for many application sectors of the national importance. But remember the keyword, this is India's first autonomous navigation facility and this is known as Tehan, and Tehan stands for Technology Innovation Hub on the Autonomous Navigation, and it is facilitated at IIT Hyderabad campus. Moving to next question. In July 2022, the COE SURVEI survey developed an artificial intelligence based software to protect defense land along with the knowledge partner Dash. So first of all, you have to remember what is the meaning of this COE survey. COE stands for Center of Excellence, survey stands for Satellite and Unmanned Remote Vehicle Initiative. And this organization has developed an artificial intelligence based software specially to protect the defense land along with the knowledge partner Bhabha Atomic Research Center. So answer of this question is 3. So remember, this is an artificial intelligence based software which can automatically detect change on the ground, including unauthorized constructions and encroachment in a time series using satellite imagery. So you can see here, this is DGDE develops. DGED basically you can say this is Directorate General Defense State. who develops artificial intelligence based software to detect unauthorized construction and encroachment on the defense land. And this survey was established by this organization DGDE at the National Institute of Defense Estate Management in Meerut in Uttar Pradesh. And this change detection software has been developed by this survey in collaboration with the knowledge partner Baba Atomic Research Center, which is situated in Visakhapatnam. Moving to next question. Which of the following points are correct with respect to the recent step taken by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports? So we have to find about the correct statements, and let's read the statement. First is Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports Anurag Singh Thakurji launched a revised scheme for cash awards, national welfare and the pension to the sports person. This statement is true. Next is the ministry also launched the web portal for schemes of the Department of Sports developed by Department of Sports and the National Sports Development Fund, and this is very dedicated interactive website which is basically prepared by Ministry of Defense. So on this option is again true. So the web portal is a direct benefit transfer website which makes it easier for the sportsman to apply for benefits under the Department of Sports and Revise scheme. So this statement is also true, and all these initiatives basically boost the sports capability of India. So all the statements are correct, all 1, 2 and 3. So Shri Anurag Singh Thakurji launched revised scheme for the cash awards, and it is specially by the national welfare and the pension to the sports person. Moving to next question. Name the organization that was recently signed a memorandum of understanding with Safran Helicopter Engines to establish a new joint venture to manufacture helicopter engine. And this company is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So answer of this question is second. So Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Safran Helicopter Engines, and this Safran Helicopter Engines belongs to France, have signed a memorandum of understanding to establish a new 50 by 50 joint venture to manufacture helicopter engines. And Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Safran Helicopter Engine will also offer maintenance, repair and overhaul services for the TM333 and the Shakti engines in service by Indian Armed Forces through their joint venture, and it is expected to be operational by the end of 2023. But remember, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and one company of France which is known as Safran signed agreement to create a joint venture. This is 50:50 based joint venture to build helicopter engines. Moving to next question. Which organization recently tested a first of its kind waste disposal technology by releasing 78 kg of garbage from the International Space Station? This question was very much in news, so very important question. And this organization is NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Answer of this question is 3. So NASA tested a first of its kind waste disposal technology by releasing around 78 kg or 172 lbs of garbage from the International Space Station. You can also see the pictures of the throwing 78 kg of garbage. And the waste disposal technology has been jointly developed by NASA's Johnson Space Center and the NanoRacks. And the garbage bag was removed from the NanoRacks commercial Bishop airlock in International Space Station. And NanoRacks Bishop airlock is a world first commercial airlock to the International Space Station infrastructure. So just remember the question as same as in slide. Next question is, which organization scientists recently discovered 3 exotic particles in new kind of pentaquark, the first ever pair of the tetraquarks with the help of the Large Hadron Collider for the first time? So this is very important question, and this is CERN, Switzerland. So answer of this question is 4. So scientists of CERN, or the European Council for the Nuclear Research, discovered 3 subatomic, or you can say exotic particles with the help of Large Hadron Collider, which is also known as LHC, for the first time using the Large Hadron Collider Beauty experiment. And the subatomic particles were seen as scientists began smashing protons at a record energy levels in the 27-kilometer long LHC machine in Geneva, Switzerland. And the result is presented at ICHEP 2022 in Italy. Don't remember the technical data, just remember one thing, that scientists recently discovered three exotic particles or the three subatomic particles, a new kind of pentaquark and the first ever pair of the tetraquark. And these particles are a new kind of pentaquark and the first ever pair of tetraquarks, which include a new type of tetraquark. And the discovery solves the combining nature of the composite particle. And when quarks combine, remember, when quarks combine into the 4 quarks and the 5 quark particles, they are known as the tetraquarks and the pentaquarks respectively. And quarks are like elementary particles and comes in 6 flavors like up, down, charm, strange, top and bottom. So you can also see here, this is structure of the pentaquark or the tetraquark. Moving to next question. Name the company that recently launched India's first indigenously developed lithium ion cell. So this is again very important because the name of the company is Ola Electric. That's why this question is important. So the Bengaluru based electric two-wheeler named as Ola Electric launched India's first indigenously developed lithium ion cell, which is also known as NMC 2170, and the mass production of its cell will begin at its upcoming Chennai based Giga factory by the year of 2023. And the use of specific chemistry and the material enables the cell to pack more energy in a given space and also improves the overall life cycle of the cell. And especially you have to remember the SoftBank backed Ola Electric launched its first electric vehicle in August 2021 and has set up the world's largest 2-watt manufacturing facility in the India. And the Ola Electric is currently developing its first electric 4-watt. Moving to next question. Which space technology startup recently inaugurated Rocket Factory 1, India's first ever rocket facility for the 3D printed rocket engines at the IIT Madras Research Park? First of all, you have to remember this is India's first ever rocket facility for the 3D printed rocket engines and it is established at IIT Madras. And the space technology startup company named as Agnikul Cosmos. So, answer of this question is 2. So, Agnikul Cosmos, which is a Chennai-based Indian space technology startup, opened its first rocket making facility, which is known as Rocket Factory 1, named as Rocket Factory 1. This is India's first ever rocket facility for 3D printed rocket engines and it is opened at the IIT Technology Madras Research Park in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. And this is 10,000 square feet facility was formally inaugurated by N. Chandrasekaran, the chairman of Tata Sons, and S. Somnath, who is the chairman of ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. And this 3D printed rocket engines created by Agnikul will be used for its Ignite and the Agnilet rocket engines. So, answer of this question is 2. Moving to next question. The Technology Business Incubator of Birla Institute of Technology and Science, which is known as BITS Pilani, Hyderabad, to support Abhyom Space Technology and Defense to build India's first reusable sounding rocket. In which state Abhyom Space Technology and Defense Private Limited is located? So, answer of this question is Uttar Pradesh. 3 is the answer. So, Technology Business Incubator of Birla Institute of Technology and Science, Pilani, Hyderabad, and Defense Private Limited, which is known as Abhyom Space Tech and Defense Private Limited, which is an aerospace startup based in Uttar Pradesh looking to develop re-ignition liquid engine for building India's first reusable sounding rocket. So you can see here, this is Abhyom recognized by the Department for Promotion and Industry and Internal Trade is working on the deployment and the development of liquid propulsion rocket engine and testing system for the use of space launch vehicles. And the technology will be used to create India's first reusable sounding rocket, which will benefit meteorology, agri-technological data sector. So just remember this is Abhyom Space Technology Defense Private Limited. It is situated in Uttar Pradesh. Which country recently tested 2 hypersonic missiles named Operational Fires Hypersonic Weapon and second is Air Launched Rapid Response Weapon? Just remember the names, from Mexico and second is launched from California coast. And this country is United States of America. Answer of this question is 4. Not so much important, but remember the question as same as in slide. So United States successfully tested two Lockheed Martin Corporation hypersonic missiles amidst the test carried out by Russia as well as China of their own hypersonic missiles. So these two missiles are very important, and both missiles are hypersonic missiles. Hypersonic missile flies at a speed of Mach 3 or Mach 5, which is 5 times the speed of the sound. So just remember. Moving to next question. Name the institute that recently developed Pivot, an artificial intelligence based tool that can predict cancer causing genes in humans. Again important, and this is IIT Madras. 4 is the answer. So the researchers from the Indian Institute of Technology Madras have developed Pivot, an artificial intelligence based tool that can predict cancer causing genes in the humans, and its main aim to help in predicting and analyzing personalized cancer treatment strategies. This is IIT Madras. An artificial intelligence based tool is based on a machine learning model that classifies genes as tumor suppressor genes, or you can say oncogenes or the neutral genes. And the tool was able to successfully predict both the existing oncogenes and tumor suppressor genes like TP53, like PIK3CA, and other genes, and a new cancer related genes such as PRKCA, SOX9 and PSMD4. You don't have to remember the name of the genes, just remember this is artificial intelligence based tool that can predict cancer causing genes in human, and this artificial intelligence technology or the tool is known as Pivot, and it is developed by IIT Madras. Moving to next question. Drugs Controller General of India or DCGI approved India's first indigenous quadrivalent human papilloma virus vaccine, which is known as QHPV, to treat the cervical cancer in women. Which company will manufacture this QHPV? And this company is Serum Institute of India. Answer of this question is second. So Drugs Controller General of India has approved India's first indigenous quadrivalent human papilloma virus vaccine to treat cervical cancer in women for market authorization. And this QHPV vaccine will be manufactured by the Serum Institute of India, Pune, Maharashtra, and will be launched at the end of 2022. And recently, the National Technical Advisor Group on Immunization has also approved the QHPV after reviewing the clinical trial data of this vaccine. And cervical cancer is the second most frequent cancer among the women in India between 15 to 44 years of age. So remember, this quadrivalent human papilloma virus vaccine will be developed by Serum Institute of India. Moving to next question. Name the company that recently developed and the industry's first and world's fastest graphics, which is known as Dynamic Random Access Memory DRAM chip. So name of this company is Samsung. Again, this is interesting question. Answer of this question is 1. South Korea based Samsung has developed industry's first and new graphics dynamic random access memory chip with a faster speed and improved power efficiency. And this is 24 gigabit graphics double data root 6, adopts third generation 10 nanometer technology and boasts a data processing speed that is over 30% faster than existing product. And the new DRAM or the DRAM chip can process graphic images at a rate of up to 1.1 terabytes per second, which Samsung claims is the fastest in the world and equivalent to processing 275 full HD movies in a second. So this is huge technology which is developed by the Samsung. So this is dynamic random access memory DRAM chip, and it is the world's fastest graphics chip. Moving to next question. In July 2022, the Khadi and Village Industries Commission launched a knowledge portal developed by the Center of Excellence for Khadi to provide design directions to the Khadi institution. So, this Khadi Village Industries Commission is a statutory body of the Indian Constitution which comes under the Ministry of MSME, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. So, remember, the Khadi and Village Industry Commission launched a knowledge portal to provide design direction to the Khadi institutions, and it was developed by the Center of Excellence for Khadi, and the portal was inaugurated by Preeta Verma, who is the Chief Executive Officer of this Khadi Village Industry Commission. Don't remember the name. And the Center of Excellence for Khadi has been set up by the Khadi and Village Industry Commission under the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises at the National Institute of Fashionable Technology, NIFT, which is situated in Delhi to support the Khadi institution. And this Khadi Village Industry Commission is a statutory body under the Indian Constitution, and it comes under the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, and it was established by the Khadi and Village Industry Act of 1956. Moving to next question. Ministry of Defence recently launched indigenously built Y3023 Dunagiri, a Project 17A frigate onto the river Hooghly in Calcutta, West Bengal. Which company built this Y3023 Dunagiri, a fourth ship under the P17A project? Just remember this Y3023 Dunagiri, and it is constructed by Garden Reach Shipbuilders Limited. So answer of this question is 3. So Union Minister Rajnath Singh ji under the Ministry of Defence launched this indigenously built Y3023 Dunagiri Project 17A frigate onto the river of Hooghly in Calcutta. This is important, on the river of Hooghly in Calcutta. And these are like guided missile frigates which are follow-up of class of P17 or the Shivalik class frigate with improved stealth features, advanced weapons and the sensors and platform management system. And remember, Dunagiri, it is a world-class stealth frigate with multi-dimensional capability to destroy enemies from sea, sky and underwater. So this is manufactured by Garden Reach Shipbuilders Limited. Moving to next question. Which ministry recently launched a Repos Pay, a mobile electric charging platform, and Figital, a financial technological platform at the Fueling India 2022? And this is Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. So answer of this question is 1. So Union Minister Narayan Tuturane ji of the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises launched this Repos Pay. This is the keyword for you, Repos Pay, which is a mobile electric charging platform, and Figital, a financial technological platform at the Fueling India 2022, and this event was held in Mumbai, Maharashtra. And Repos Pay is a platform through which a person can order mobile electric charging vehicle and application and charge their vehicle. And Figital is again important because Figital is a financial technological platform that will bring credit to the fuel customers like buy now pay later through technology. And the Energy Financial Technological Platform will enable bulk customers to obtain fuel on credit. So you can see here MSME, this is Minister Narayan Raneji, who launched Repos Pay, a mobile electric charging. So this is the vehicle which can be called through this application, mobile electric charging application, and this is known as Repos Pay. Moving to next question. Name the Indian naval ship submarine that was recently decommissioned by the Indian Navy after serving for about 35 years in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. We already discussed this question in the defense video. This is INS Sindhu Dawaj. So answer of this question is 4. So INS Sindhu Dawaj, the submarine, has decommissioned by the Indian Navy after serving about 35 years in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. And INS Sindhu Dawaj was commissioned in June 1987, and it is also one of the 10 kilo class boats which are acquired from the Russia between 1986 to 2000. And the kilo class boats are called Sindhu Ghosh class submarines after the addition of the lead vessels. And Sindhu Ghosh class submarines are the diesel electric that displace 3000 tons and can dive in the waters to the depth of 300 meters with a speed of 18 knots and can survive in waters for 45 days with a crew of 53 members. So just remember, this is INS Sindhu Dawaj. In July 2022, a SpaceX Dragon resupply spacecraft carrying more than 5,800 pounds of science experiment left for the International Space Station from Florida, United States. Just read this line carefully. The SpaceX Dragon resupply spacecraft carrying more than 5,800 pounds of science experiments, crew supplies and other cargo has left for the International Space Station from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida, United States of America. So it was launched through the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, and it is SpaceX 25th commercial resupply services mission to the NASA to the International Space Station, and it aims to carry out climate science research in space. And one of the climate science research element is EMIT. Remember, this is EMIT. So what is the full form of this EMIT? This is Earth Surface dash dust source investigation. What is the meaning of this dash? Meaning of this dash is mineral. Answer of this question is 3. So Earth Surface Mineral Dust Source Investigation, developed by NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory in the Southern California, employs NASA's imaging spectrography or the spectroscopy technology to measure the mineral composition of dust in the earth and arid region. So you have to just remember, this is just a NASA's imaging spectroscopy technology to measure the mineral composition of dust in the earth's arid region. So this technology is known as EMIT. EMIT stands for Earth Surface Mineral Dust Source Investigation. Moving to next question. Which of the following points are correct with respect to the recent data and image released by James Webb Telescope in the month of July 2022? So this was in very much in news, so that's why this question is important, but we have to find out the correct statement. So let's read the statement. So the James Webb Telescope of the NASA has recorded the distinct signature of water along with the proof of clouds and haze in the atmosphere of a hot, puffy gas giant planet orbiting a distant sun-like star. So this statement is true. Next is, for the first time, WASP 96b, an exoplanet in the Milky Way, confirmed the presence of water vapor on the distant exoplanet by its spectrum data. So WASP 96 is like an exoplanet in the Milky Way, which can be found like 1150 light years away in the southern sky constellation Phoenix, and it orbits extremely close to its sun-like star at just one ninth of the distance between the Mercury and the Sun, completing one circuit every 3.5 Earth days. And for the first time, WASP 96b spectrum data confirmed the presence of water vapor on the distant exoplanet. So this statement is also true. And the galaxy cluster SMACS 0723, commonly known as Webb's first deep field, was visible in the first image that was released. Again, this statement is true, and this image was captured by near infrared camera, which is known as NIRCAM. And an astonishing view of Jupiter, even moons and even its rings has been revealed by the NASA in a snapshot taken by the James Webb Telescope, and the image was captured by the telescope near infrared camera. Moving to next question, but answer of this question is all ABC. So you can also see here, NASA James Webb Telescope detects water vapor on hot Jupiter-sized planet orbiting a distant star. The Ministry of Science and Technology inaugurated the ISRO system for safe and sustainable space operation and management at ISRO Control Center Dash for safeguarding space asset. So this is situated in Bengaluru, Karnataka. I think all the students know this. So Union Minister of Science and Technology Jitendra Singh Ji inaugurated ISRO system for safe and sustainable space operation and management. This is known as IS4OM. And it is a control center which is situated in Bengaluru, Karnataka for safeguarding space assets. And around 60 startups have been registered with ISRO since the agency's start of promoting India's space sector. And this IS4OM facility will support all operations in safeguarding Indian space assets, mitigating collision threats from other space objects. And this is a part of the Space Situational Awareness Program, identify space debris and monitor them. So this is IS4OM. This is known as ISRO system for the safe and sustainable space operation. Next is, name India's first indigenous human passenger pilotless drone launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in July 2022. This question is very important, but remember the question as same as in slide. Answer of this question is Varuna. So India's first indigenous human passenger pilotless drone launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, named as Varuna, and it was developed by the startup company which is known as Sagar Defense Engineering, and it has a capacity for carrying one human inside. And the Prime Minister addressed the Naval Innovation and Indigenization Organization seminar, which was known as Savalamban, which took place at the Dr. Ambedkar International Center in New Delhi. But remember about this Varuna, it has a range of 25 km with a carrying capacity of payload of 130 kg and around 25 to 33 minutes of flight time. And there are 4 autopilot modes which help the drone to continue flying even if some fans fail to function. And this drone is known as Varuna. Recently, with which space agency did NASA plan to launch Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope? Remember the name, Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope, and this company is SpaceX, Space Exploration Technology Corporation. Answer of this question is 4. So NASA, or National Aeronautics and Space Administration, has awarded a NASA launch services to contract to Elon Musk SpaceX company to provide launch services for the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope mission. And according to NASA, this telescope is expected to last in space for 5 years, and the mission could be extended for 5 years. And the mission is targeted to launch in October 2026 on a Falcon Heavy rocket, and it is very important. And the telescope was previously called the Wide Field Infrared Survey Telescope, or it was known as WFIRST, but it was renamed after Dr. Nancy Grace Roman for her work at NASA, which paved the way for the large space telescopes. Name the new mobile application that was recently launched by the Unique Identification Authority of India for face authentication. And name of this application is Aadhaar Face RD. So answer of this question is 4. So the Unique Identification Authority of India has developed and launched a new mobile application, Aadhaar Face RD, which is a face authentication feature to verify Aadhaar number holder's identity. However, face authentication is a consent-based application, and Aadhaar refers is a verifiable like 12-digit identification number issued by UIDAI to Indian residents, and it will enable citizens to use face authentication for several other apps, including like Jeevan Praman, ration distribution or PDS, COVID vaccination applications, scholarship schemes, farmer welfare schemes like Prime Minister or the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, and so on. But remember about UIDAI. UIDAI headquarters is in New Delhi, and its Chief Executive Officer or CEO is Dr. Saurabh Garg. Dr. Saurabh Garg. Going to next question. In July 2022, the Drugs Controller General of India approved India's first indigenously developed messenger RNA vaccine against COVID-19, and the vaccine was manufactured by which company? And this company is Genova Pharmaceuticals or Biopharmaceuticals. So answer of this question is second. So Drugs Controller General of India approved the India's first indigenously developed messenger RNA vaccine against COVID-19, and the vaccine is manufactured by Genova Biopharmaceuticals based in Pune, Maharashtra. This company belongs to Pune, Maharashtra, and designed for restricted emergency use for those aged 18 years and above. While this messenger RNA required to be stored at sub-zero temperature, it is the first time ever that this vaccine remains stable during a storage even at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. And Genova developed this messenger RNA vaccine with the support of the Department of Biotechnology under the Ministry of Science and Technology and its public sector unit, which is known as Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, BIRAC. So just remember, this is India's first indigenously developed messenger RNA vaccine against COVID-19, and it is developed by Genova Biopharmaceuticals. By which rocket did China recently launch the second of the 3 modules known as the Wentian Lab module to its permanent space station Tiangong? So remember, this is Wentian Lab module. This question is not so much important, but remember, Long March 5B-Y3 is the launching vehicle. So answer of this question is 2. So Wentian, which means the quest for the heavens, is the second of the 3 modules and the first lab module of the China's permanent space station, which is known as Tiangong. And the station is designed with 3 major modules. One is Tianhe, second is Wentian, and third one is Mengtian. So these are the 3 modules. First is already launched. This is Tianhe. Second one is Wentian, this is launched. Third one will be launched, this will be known as the Mengtian. And the Wentian scientific module is 17.9 meter or 59 feet long and weighs around 23 ton. And it consists of a work cabin, a airlock cabin, and also a resource cabin. And it is primarily used to assist astronauts as they remain in orbit and engage in extravehicular activities. So it is also used to perform scientific experiments in space and can act as a backup to the Tianhe core module for space station management and control. And it is the first time that China's 220-ton spacecrafts have performed docking in the orbit. So just remember, this is Wentian lab module. This is the second lab module of the Tiangong space station. Next is name the world's most sensitive dark matter detector that recently delivered its first result from the Sanford Underground Research Facility. And name of this dark matter detector is Lux Zeppelin detector. So answer of this question is second, and this is also known as LZ detector. So this is the world's most sensitive dark matter detector, presented the first science result from the Sanford Underground Research Facility, and this research facility is situated in South Dakota, which is situated in United States of America. So you can see here Lux Zeppelin dark matter detector. And LZ is a next generation dark matter experiment selected by the US Department of Energy as one of the 3 G2 or generation 2 dark matter experiment, and it is located at the 4850 level of the Sanford Underground Research Facility. And the name LZ or Lux Zeppelin is derived from the merger of two previous dark matter detection experiment. One is Lux, which is large underground xenon, and second one is Zeppelin, which is Xenon-Ed proportional the liquid noble gases. So just remember, this is Lux Zeppelin detector. Next, in July 2022, China launched 6 new satellites into the space with its first and the largest solid propellant rocket named as ZK-1A. Answer of this question is 2. So, China successfully launched 6 new satellites into the space with its new first and the largest solid propellant rocket, which is known as ZK-1A, from a satellite launch center in the northern western China. And the satellites that are launched include a new space technology test satellite and a test satellite for probing atmospheric density. This is a major project of the China Academy of Sciences under China 14th five-year plan. And ZK-1A is a 30-meter rocket with a diameter of almost 2.65 meter, and lift of weight is 135 metric tons that carried 6 satellites into the preset orbit, and it is capable of sending satellites with a combined weight of 1.5 ton to a typical sun synchronous orbit about 500 kilometers above from the Earth. And ZK-1A replaces the Long March 11 rocket, which is 20.8 meter tall, 2 meters in diameter, and lifts 58 tons of weight. Don't remember any technical data. Just remember, China launched 6 new satellites into the space with its first and largest solid propellant rocket named as ZK-1A. Just remember the question as same as in slide. Which company recently handed India's first indigenous aircraft carrier Vikrant to the Indian Navy? We already covered this question in the defense video, but again we are covering because it is very important question, and this company is Cochin Shipyard Limited. So answer of this question is 4. So the Cochin Shipyard Limited, a public sector shipyard under the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, handed the Indian Navy with the first indigenous aircraft carrier named as Vikrant, the largest warship built in India, and it is resurrected from India's first aircraft carrier named as INS Vikrant, and it is reincarnated as IAC Vikrant. Now it is named as IAC Vikrant. This is Indian indigenously aircraft carrier. So India's first aircraft carrier INS Vikrant was repurposed from the Majesty ship Hercules, which is a Royal Navy aircraft carrier of the United Kingdom. And IAC Vikrant was designed by the Indian Navy Directorate of the Naval Design and was built at a cost of around 20,000 crores. And the most important thing, it contains 76% indigenous content. Moving to next question. In July 2022, Google Maps launched its Street View service across 10 cities in India, along with which of the following companies? So these companies are like Tech Mahindra and Tata Consultancy Services and Genesis International, but one of the option is wrong, and the option wrong is Tata Consultancy Service. So answer of this question is both 1 and 2. So Google Maps has launched its Street View services across 10 cities in India, which will offer a 360-degree view of landmark streets, residential area, and any location. And Google has partnered with the Genesis International, remember, an advanced mapping solution company, and the Tech Mahindra to offer a detailed look at any street or the location. And the Street View will be available on Google Maps covering over 1,50,000 kilometer under the 10 cities in India, including Bengaluru, Chennai, Delhi, Mumbai, Vadodara, Amritsar, and so on. And this is the first time that Google is working with the local partners to enable the Google Street View feature. And Google Street View is powered by images from the third parties as per the National Geospatial Policy for 2021. So this is all for today, but you have to like this video, share this video, and subscribe our channel. And you can follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and also on Telegram channel. And Telegram channel is given, link is given in the description box. So please like this video, share, and subscribe our channel. And always take care. Thank you guys. Bye bye.